Alright, good morning Year 8s. From yesterday's little adventure with our shoelaces, you should have realised that there is a relationship between the circumference of a circle and the distance across its middle, called the diameter. And that's what we're going to look at much more closely today. So, can you please open your notebooks and write circumference at the top, please, and draw two circles underneath. Now, this relationship between distance and circumference can be expressed as a formula or an equation, where C, our circumference, and note we use a capital C for circumference, is equal to pi multiplied by D. Now, by convention, we don't normally write the multiply sign in there, so its circumference is simply equal to pi D. Now, pi is about, that means approximately equal, 3.14. However, when you're entering this equation in your calculator, don't type 3.14. There should be a button on your calculator that lets you enter in pi very accurately. Similarly, if you want to find the circumference of a circle and you're only given the radius, the equation's very, very similar. The circumference is equal to 2 lots of pi times the radius. What this is essentially saying is that diameter is the same as 2 pi. Sorry, 2r, 2 lots of the radius. And this makes sense to us because, as we can see, as diameter crosses the circle, that is twice the length of r. So for r to be the same, for the equations to be the same and giving us the same circumference, the radius here needs to be multiplied by 2 to make it the same as the diameter. Alright. The important thing is that you have down these two forms of equation, so when you ask to find the circumference of a circle, you can either say circumference is equal to pi times d, or circumference is equal to 2 times pi times r. Two different ways of finding the same thing. Now we want to have a bit of a practice. Let's just take example A. A simple circle with a radius of 6 meters. Now, the equation we use is circumference is equal to 2 pi r because we've been given the radius. This is going to be equal to 2 times pi times 6. So we've substituted in where we see the radius there. We've replaced it with 6. So this is like substituting in the algebra topic we did before. And this, as you plug into your calculator, will come out with an answer of 37.6991184. Now, it's obviously silly to write all those decimal places, so traditionally we cut it off at 2 decimal places, which would be there. However, we have to round. Because that next number down is a 9, it rounds this one up. And rounding that 9 up creates this. 37.70 meters would be our answer. Now, take B. B is more complicated. B is made up of 2 straight edges, which should have lines through them. 2 straight edges, each 3 centimeters long, and then a curved edge. So our perimeter of the shape, which is the distance all the way around the edge, all the highlighted area, has to be the straight edges plus the curved edge. Alright? Let's take the curved edge to start with. If we write circumference equals 2 times pi times r, that's all very easy and full and well for a full circle. But note, what I've highlighted on the right hand side is only a quarter of the circle. So, using our equation, how do we find a quarter of it? Well, a quarter of it we would divide by 4. So to find that blue shaded area here, the blue shaded length here, we simply do the circumference of a full circle, which is 2 pi r, and then we divide it by 4 to get a quarter of a circle. So putting in the numbers, 2 pi times 3 over 4, and put that in our calculator. We score an answer of 4.71 centimeters. However, to get the full perimeter, we need to add on the other two straight sides. So we do perimeter is equal to 4.71 plus 3 plus 3, which is equal to 10.71 centimeters. Okay, so when we ask for perimeter, we need to calculate every side, not just the curved ones. Alright, last example here, and I apologize for my drawing. It wasn't easy to draw that. Now this is made of, once again, a curved edge, and then 3 straight edges. Alright. Let's start with the curved edge first. What we have, although we haven't been told it, is we have this diameter of a circle here, which is the same as this number down here. It's 6 centimeters. So our circumference is equal to pi d. This is using the other equation because we haven't been given the radius, we've been given the diameter. So we say pi d. However, the yellow section I've highlighted is only half a circle, whereas pi d gets us a full circle. So in order to make this half a circle, we divide it by 2. Now putting in our numbers, we have pi times 6. So the 6 is coming from here, all over 6. Which is equal to 9.42 centimeters. However, that hasn't got us the entire perimeter yet because we still have to add the other 3 sides. So our perimeter is equal to 9.42 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6, giving us a total of 23.42 centimeters for a perimeter. Alright. Now, doing questions very similar to these, I would like you to have a go at page 268, green 1 to 6. And you don't have homework tonight, but please work as hard as you can through it for the rest of the lesson. Thank you very much, and I will see you on Monday.